Friends, the 50th GST Council meeting held on 11th of July 2023 has taken many important decisions and recommended for implementations, some of which we will discuss in this video. Very important is regarding payment to directors, as directors are liable to RCM under serial 6 of notification 13/2017 CGST rate. Now the question is, where the directors are providing their residential or office accommodation to the companies on rent, would the same be also applicable to RCM under serial 6 of notification 13/2017 CGST rate? It has been recommended by this GST Council meeting that the same would not be liable to RCM to be paid by the company under directors' services. However, mind that from 18th of July 2022 under serial 5AA of notification 13/2017 CGST rate, the renting of residential properties are brought under RCM when provided to a registered person. So, renting of residential properties by directors would be under RCM accordingly. Renting of commercial properties would be under forward charge mechanism. This is a welcome development and recommendation by the GST Council in compliance with the recommendations of trade and industry at large and would help in resolving litigations. Next, very important decision and which will help involve and resolve litigations is that for common third party services, say for example statutory audit fees, in case of multi-state registered taxpayers, ISD as well as cross charge for the past periods would be considered to be equally acceptable under GST. Many notices have been issued wherein it has been alleged that third party services have been cross charged, whereas they should have been distributed as ISD mechanism, and therefore demands have been created. Now all of that would be put to rest. However, for future periods, the ISD mechanism would be clarified in the circular which would be issued. Further, self-generated or internally generated services provided by HO to branches, for example CFO services, the valuation and the cross charging mechanism would be clarified. This is a very important recommendation and we will wait for the circular, as in both ways, when there was no cross charge, the jurisdiction of the HO alleged that why there is no cross charge, and in case there was cross charge of internally generated services, then the jurisdiction of the branch which was receiving the ITC, they alleged that this was irregular ITC. Third, very important recommendation for automobile industry, for electronics, electricals, many other industries where warranties are a general trade practice. It was contended by the GST formations that in case of warranty supply of either the whole goods or parts or services, in case of warranty period, those should be liable to GST as outward supply of services under section 7(1)(c) of CGST Act, read with second entry to schedule 1. If that not be the case, then there was a contention that input tax credit needs to be reversed, as this was free supply of goods under warranty. It has been clarified in unequivocal terms by the GST Council press release that no GST would be applicable on warranty supplies and no input tax credit reversal would also be required. However, a note of caution that the Supreme Court's judgment in the case of Tata Motors very recently has held that in case a credit note is provided by the OEM to distributor for distributing the warranty products, then that would be considered to be as a consideration. So the mechanism or the process to be followed in case of warranty supplies, that would be clarified by the circular and adjustments may be needed to be made accordingly. Next, interest under GST is a big cost to industry. There have been notices wherein, say for example, IGST has been wrongly availed and utilized, but utilized because of the GST portal functionality wherein IGST ITC was utilized first against CGST and SGST, and then CGST, SGST, IGST, ITC was utilized. Now, it would be clarified that even in case when the entire CS and I ITC is more than the ITC of IGST wrongly utilized, then no interest would be leviable. This is a welcome recommendation and the circular may put to rest many litigations under GST. A recommendation and a decision taken after months and months of deliberation is not very favorable to trade and industry, wherein the full face value of gaming, casinos and horse racing would be liable to 28% GST. And this whole debate of whether gaming is a game of chance or skill, that would be put to rest retrospectively. So, let us take an example for horse racing. In case 3 bettors bet 100 rupees each, then on the entire 300 rupees, 28% GST, that is 84 rupees GST would be leviable. Thereafter, the horse racing club would withdraw the charges which it would charge, say 15%, and only the balance amount would be available as prize money for the person who is winning the bet. This would be highly impacting specifically for the earlier periods. The Finance Minister and Revenue Secretary has made it very clear that they are going to challenge the decision of the Honorable Karnataka High Court in the case of Gramescraft in Supreme Court. So, trade and industry in this aspect should be ready for a further legal battle. Various amendments have been made for input tax credit. A welcome move is that as per Circular 183, now from 1st of July 2017 to 31st of December 2021, wherein there is a 2A or 2B versus 3B mismatch, a declaration can be taken from the supplier or the chartered or cost accountant, and the 2A, 2B or 3B mismatches issue could be resolved. The same is in accordance with the decision of the Honorable High Court of Karnataka in the case of Wipro Limited. This is a welcome step, but trade and industry now needs to start collecting these declarations from suppliers or chartered or cost accountants, as the case may be, as per Circular 183 of 2022. Friends, there have been many other recommendations, and you can go to our YouTube channel. We would hold a thorough impact analysis today in the morning and the video would be uploaded soon. Thank you very much for hearing. Stay tuned and do share, like and subscribe to this channel for maximum dissemination of knowledge. Thank you very much.